Light day. We didn't do anything today. At our officials meeting, we had our very bland walkthrough with really no warm-up or stretch, so it showed you how extensive or intensive it was. And then we introduced some new sets, and every guy made 100 threes and 25 free throws. So there's your day. If anyone asks me how someone feels, then I can't tell you because I have no idea.
They didn't do much.
Yeah.
But is it different though? Game week night, actually, you have a tangible game to prepare for now. A regular season game. Does that just change your approach, just to how you deal with these guys?
I think the first game is always like a cheat game. It's a little unrealistic for us because we get to prepare for 3 days for Detroit, and that's not typical of an NBA season. Normally it's play Tuesday, worry about Tuesday, Wednesday, give them a little bit for Thursday's game. And so, it's a real dilemma to over-prepare and give our guys too much to think about mentally, just because we have time, or just go and worry about ourselves. So right now it's still about us. It's about us getting better. It's about us fine-tuning some things. It's about us getting some guys healthy. And then we'll worry about Detroit over the next couple of days slowly. But it's still about us. We want to go into the game organized, prepared, and healthy. And that's the main focus.
How much are you really able to prepare for an opening night game like this, given that they haven't played a regular season game yet either?
The one thing that's consistent is tendencies. So I don't think Reggie Jackson is much different than he was the last 6 or 7 years. I don't think if Blake Griffin's any different. Andre Drummond still is going to lead the league in offensive rebounds, and that's a major concern. Blake Griffin has expanded his three-point game, and that's a major concern. The game, and the reason we're able to adjust is because everyone's tendencies from opponent team to opponent team is different. So we have to rely on tendencies that we're aware of. The sets are, they're a byproduct. We're going into it, and we defend mid-pick and rolls the same way. And we make adjustments based on who's in the mid-pick and roll. So if Detroit has this special mid-pick and roll play, it's still a mid-pick and roll. And we have to guard it the same way we always guard it, and we have to make the adjustment based on who's running it or what little tweaks they may have.
We just spoke with Deandre Bembry. We got two Deandres on the team now. We talked with him about his role, being maybe more handling the ball more, as far as reserve, as far as the point guard, maybe behind Trey, working with Trey. Let's talk about his development in that aspect of his game.
Well, we were able to use him that way last year. Early in the year, Jeremy was still getting healthy, and so his minutes were spotty. It's kind of the same situation this year. Kevin is the guy we were going to use with some ball responsibilities because he hasn't been around. Deandre had to take that role. As you guys recall last year, Deandre was my guy because I had to rely on him in so many different ways. And it's the same exact situation this year. Evan Turner's only played 2 games, I think, with 15-minute restriction. Kevin has yet to play, and so there again lies Deandre Bembry, having to be a very versatile guard for us. I think what I'm excited most about is putting him back in a natural role. And that's where he can focus in defensively. He can be our lead perimeter defender. And we can settle everybody else, and I can move Evan into that backup guard spot, and I can keep Trey in his minutes, and I can incorporate Cam and Kevin as they're coming into it more, and let Dre just be Dre. Sometimes you ask of a guy too much, and they never really get to hone in on what they really can do because they're trying to do a little bit of everything. So sometimes it works against them. I'm hoping to just keep them in a natural role and let them flourish there.
You mentioned the other day you were pretty pleased with what you guys have done defensively throughout the preseason. How big of an asset, or how big of a part is Deandre Bembry to that?
Until somebody shows me they're going to provide us with more energy than he does on the defensive end, I think he's still the guy. And I think for me, he's the example. It's a compliment when you can say, "I'll live with the mistakes." When you know the mistakes, the intention is to make a play. And offensive players are known for being playmakers. rarely do you hear people talk about defensive playmakers. And DeAndre's a defensive playmaker, but you got to live with the mistakes. He's not going to get steals just by being in the right spot all the time. He's going to get steals just based off his natural instinct. So if you're willing to allow him to play with that energy, then you're going to have to live with some of those mistakes, but understanding that the reward sometimes is also he's getting a steal, or he's getting a block, or he's turning people over, or he's doing. As good as DeAndre Hunter is defensively, we got to make sure he's solid first, and then ask him to be more of a defensive playmaker. He just needs to learn positioning. And so, just because I've seen Deandre Bembry do it enough, I feel comfortable and know, he's going to gamble every once in a while, and it's all right because I know the other couple of times he's pretty good at making those plays as well. Good.